Okay, so finding the measure of each arc in the circle A, because we are talking about measure again, that's when we have to give the answer in degrees. Okay? Alright, so the best thing to do is fill in your missing parts. So if I look over here in my circle A, remember the arc equals the central angle. So if I know that this central angle is already 103, then the arc ZY is also 103. And then I know this central angle is vertical to angle WAX, so that's also 103. That means that arc WX is also 103. And then we're going to fill in the other remaining parts. Well, that box tells me it's 90, so that arc is 90 degrees. And again, it's vertical, so right here we have 90 degrees. And now we're just going to put in the degree measure for each arc. The letters, the order of the letters is important. Lets me know which one I'm identifying. So on this first one, I've already labeled it. We should have 103 degrees. For XY, we're starting basically from X. We're going to Y. And we see right there that is 90. For WY, okay, I'm going from W all the way to Y. So if I'm at W and I go to Y, now the beauty about this is I can go to the left or I can go to the right, and it's still going to be the same answer. We should have 90 plus 103, because we add the parts together, we get 193. Now we have three letters. Remember, if it's three letters, it's a major arc. So that means it has to be greater than 180. So we're going to follow those letters. We're going from W, X, Z. Here's W. Then we're going to X. Then we're coming all the way around to Z. So when I do that, I could add up all my pieces. So that would be our 103, our 90, and another 103 to get our angle measurement. Or I can use to get the major arc, I can use a minor arc. So another way to find your major arc, and I'm going to write this out over here. Your major arc, is 360 minus the minor arc. So if I look here, all the way around is 360. Here's my minor arc right here. So I could say 360 minus the 90. And so my answer would be 270. Okay, 270 would be my arc measure. So on number 8, we're finding YZW, excuse me. So I'm going from Y to Z to W. Well, we did that one already. We should get 193. Okay. So I'm hoping you can use that to help you problem solve and finish the remaining angle measurements. I'm going to check for that it's completed. That takes care of that section. When we get to the next section, okay, now we're finding the circumference of the circle. So the key word here is find the circumference, but it says leave your answer in terms of pi. I'm going to circle that. Basically, what that means is just leave pi in your answer. Don't convert it, okay? So if I'm doing circumference, we have a formula for that. Our formula for circumference is 2 pi r, okay? So we need to be using the radius here. What we see right there, there's the radius. From the center to the edge of the circle is the radius. This whole thing represents a diameter, good. And then for 15, we got a radius again. So all we're going to do is leave pi in our answer, plug in the parts. So since our radius is 3 here, since r equals 3, we're just going to plug this 3 into our formula. So the circumference is circumference is 2 pi times 3 times that radius. Well, I can only multiply numbers together. So I can multiply the 2 and the 3 together. So my final answer would be just 6 pi. You keep pi there. We don't do anything with that pi. Okay, multiply your numbers together. Now when we get here, since we're given the diameter is 9, but the radius is half the diameter. So we can figure out that radius. That radius is half of 9, which makes it 4.5. So the circumference would be 2 pi times 4.5. Well, when I double it, it comes back to 9 again. So our answer is 9 pi. All right, so you try number 15, and it is going to be a whole number answer with pi. Whole number answer with pi. All right, and now we can go to the video for the next and the final section.